What's up, guys? Wise Out here, back again today to talk with you about the end game. Okay, the end game. What is the end game? The end game, I like to think of it as the back end of the deal, the closing, the follow up, if you will, after the closing. Okay, I want to talk about this because it's so important. Not only did I just wrap up something that made me trigger to say, okay, I got to do a video on this. But I just kind of wanted to just show people the potential behind the deal, right? It's so important because I kind of have that structure that, in my team, I have a real estate team and I have agents that work under me. And it's kind of funny because like how I structure it is like most people would say, well, why do you even have a team? Like, why do you teach people like your secrets and you're actually not making that much money doing it? Well, the reason being is because I have my team structured and set up is, yeah, I let you take a majority of your check up front, but on the back end, I get 100% of the back end of the deal, right? Now, this is a big game changer in terms of, leverage, okay? Because let's just take the example that I'm speaking of, my real estate team. You have other agents who are working on the file, who are working to sell the house. They pretty much do all the work. All I do is provide the resources for them to be able to do that and the training. And they pretty much, when they close the deal, they pretty much get a majority of the check. I think I usually I charge like a flat fee. So it could be, anywhere from just a couple grand, or it can be like a percentage just based on how much they know, right? So I don't really take, to be honest, I don't really take that much from the agents like up front on my team. Now on the back end, I'll be honest, it's 100%. I tell them that. I said, listen, the back end of every one of your deals is mine. And the reason why I started doing that was because I found out not only can you make the most money on the back end, but that's actually where stuff starts to get shifty, if you will, right? It's like when you're coming to the close, or it's like after the close, is like where stuff gets messed up. So, in order to just, have a better damage control, what I did was just said, okay, you know what? The back end of every deal, I'm going to be taking care of it. The front end is where you guys are pretty much going to make your money. So the back end is always cool. And let's keep going with my analogy. It's so cool because what I mean is, okay, so say for example, an agent, they have a listing, they sell the house, right? They get paid. I get a small little cut from that. Now, the person that they sold the house for, now, mind you, they do meet me because I do come in, and sit with them on the appointments and, show up to inspections and different things. So the clients, they already know who I am. So at a certain point, and it doesn't happen this way every time. Let me just make that clear. But when it does happen, it's like phenomenal. It happened not too long ago. And it was like, yeah, it really showed the power of, and I'll probably do a video kind of walking you through that so you can see the breakdown, the numbers on the computer and whatnot. But it kind of was so cool because the front end of the deal, I got pretty much almost nothing. And in the back end, it was just twice as much as even the other agent got in the beginning. Now, what I was saying was, so they're selling their house, they sold their house. Now what happens when they sell their house? What do they have to do? Well, more than likely, if they don't already have a house, they got to go buy a house, right? So essentially, that's the back end of the deal. So yeah, on the front end, I'm taking way less, but the back end, 100% of that is mine. Now, for instance, like I just closed one the other day. Now that client, they're going way out to to Arkansas. They're not buying a house out here. So in that situation, if I weren't the agent listing it, one of my agents listed it, that means that I would totally kind of be screwed, if you will, in that sense, but not necessarily if you're looking at it from a surface level perspective. See, because it even goes deeper than that when you think about it, because it's still your client. You still built that relationship with them. Well, 9 times out of 10, unless it's some rare situation, they have other family members, right? They have other family members, and if you do a great job for them, more than likely their family members, even if it's in another state, and this is literally happening right now, you can also help them as well in their transactions, right? Because they already know you, they see that you do a great job. So I just want to emphasize that sometimes the front end, you may not make as much as you're planning to make, but the back end is really where you make up for all of it. And you can take this and apply it to so many different industries. I just use the real estate example because, like I said, guys, that's kind of where I come from. That's where, I've had a lot of success. So I kind of use examples like that to kind of show you guys. But the reality is you can actually literally apply that in anything else that you do. So let's say, for an example, like how we're doing now, because that's kind of where the channel is going, how we're breaking into the whole online game, right? So you're grabbing and building an email list, right? So let's say that first offer the hook offer that you get them in with is, something where it's low marginal. You're not really making a higher margin as you would if you would have sold them something more expensive. Well, that first product that you sell in the hook offer that's at a low entry point is like just kind of like the bait. Now the back end is like your whole funnels and how you have that built out, and the upsells, how you have that built out after that first sale is commenced, right? So when you think about it, I think GC has a famous quote saying, he said the second sale is the easiest sale, right? So it's like if you already sold them once, well, the second time is so much easier than the first time. Believe me, it's the truth. So like it almost makes no sense to not be thinking in terms of the back end of the deal, like all the time, 100% of the time. And especially in real estate, I know that a lot of agents kind of slip up there. They don't really follow up with their past clients and stay on top of them and, make sure that they're doing well and, say, hey, well, who else, by the way, who else do you know that might be thinking about buying or selling their house, right? So that's extremely important. That's the difference between making, an extra, I don't know, 5 figures a year. Like it's kind of a big deal, or even an additional 6. It's like, it's a big deal. So, again, just gonna make this one real short, but I kind of might even consider doing a couple more videos in detail, like I said, behind a computer screen, and just kind of walking you guys through different scenarios so you can literally see with your own eyes how big of a deal it is going from, just having the front end of a deal to having the front and the back end of a deal. It's like a game changer. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this one, guys. Go ahead and make sure you like the video if you feel like you got some value from this. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. And until then, you guys, we'll see you on the next one. Much peace, much love.